Let's get into some active ecosystems today. We're going to be breaking down Avalanche and what's happening over there on that chain. Why is it moving so aggressively, and what does this look like going forward? So we'll break all that down for you guys today. It's going to be a good one. My name is Paul Barron. Welcome back into Tech Path. All right, so let's get started here with iTrust Capital, one of our sponsors, and we want to thank them so much. Of course, the thing you can do if you want to look at long-term crypto holdings, one of the ways you can do it is through a crypto IRA. Make sure and just visit their website, which is itrustcapital.com. A couple of things they're doing, of course, you will be joining a lot of people, 200,000 accounts created and over 7 billion in transactions. So some pretty cool stuff. A lot of 4 stars there on Trustpilot. So really good platform out there if you're looking at crypto IRAs. Always recommend check out this opportunity here with your own accountant, financial professional, because obviously IRAs aren't for everybody, but it might be working for you. All right, so let's get into a couple of points here today, and I want to go into what's happening within the Avalanche ecosystem. Now remember Stars Arena. All right, so as you can see here, in case you are not aware, Stars Arena is the Friend.tech of Avalanche, and you can kind of see some of the total value locked right here. So big movement, obviously, over a short period of time. And if you look at the total social transaction comparison, here's Friend.3, Star Shares, Friends, Post.tech, and Friend.tech. These are the ones, obviously Star Shares is the one that has moved. Now, just to be aware, these are very early moves, not a tremendous amount of transactions in the scope of social. But the interesting thing is that this is coming. And what it's doing is building a business case around social integration in these ecosystems like Avalanche, Ethereum, etc. Other things that are hitting, of course, within the Avalanche ecosystem that also affect some other playouts here is the fact that now we've got Flow moving into the potential for EVM connectivity outside of the Flow blockchain. So this is going to open up Flow into a lot of other areas, including Ethereum and Avalanche. So this starts to, again, gets into that scenario where you've got a lot of cross-compatibility and composability around use cases, especially in Web3 and projects like Flow. And all of this starts to tie together. Breaking, Solana-based gaming metaverse Star Atlas is, of course, now Sage Labs, flips Ethereum in daily transaction. This is more news. Star Atlas launches Sage Labs, open platform development. He actually talked about this on one of our shows with Michael Wagner. If you guys want to go back, go look at some of our Star Atlas videos. You'll kind of see some of the interviews we've done with them. But they've taken a pioneering step in Web3 gaming space by introducing an open platform initiative via Sage Labs. And this is aimed at tech enthusiasts, blockchain, etc. This is where Sage Labs unveiled that the tool set caters to various blockchain communities, including ETH with its Layer 2 solutions, and Avalanche, and even Immutable X. So I want to go to this first clip here and play out a little bit more around what Michael Wagner was saying about Avalanche and kind of just what Sage Labs was doing. Listen in.
So other developers out there can build their own applications, whether it's DeFi or GameFi or game services, and they can seamlessly and permissionlessly integrate into our game logic because we have the IDLs out. They can point directly to one of the gameplay mechanics and build something around that. The idea is we can inspire a global population of developers to build their own products around Star Atlas and leverage the existing user base wherein everybody wins. The users get access to new features, the developers find some way to monetize the service that they're providing. We get new services and a happier audience because we don't have to allocate the resources to build it ourselves.
All right, so you can kind of see the option here. I think this is a brilliant move by Star Atlas, and also it benefits, I think, the development and ecosystem of Web3 gaming. All right, a couple things to look at here in terms of transactions. This is Avalanche currently. I'll zoom in on this a little bit. This is where we are right now. So you're seeing a little bit of this up move, which is pretty consistent with this downtrend that had been playing with Avalanche. I'll show you some data on the charts. But you can kind of see this explosion right here into almost 1.2 million in terms of transactions right there. They have been building and building and building all through this bear market. So this is only going to go one way. It's going to go up. When you look at the chart here on this recent move, just remember, this is just all, this little move right here, 21, almost 21%, 22%. We're still in the middle of right now, trading at about 1070. All this has happened just because of these little strategic plays. Imagine what is going to take place, one, in a bull run, and two, with Avalanche starting to show some real integration into these and actually doing business case and case studies that are applicable. All right, so further into this, just to show you a little bit here on the Validator account, this is getting back to almost near an all-time high now, which is, again, 523 validators literally as of October 4th. If you kind of compare that back here in January of this year, they had 517. So we're already starting to see all-time highs in terms of validators. Again, this only is going to go up in terms of overall validators, which is, of course, going to increase the transactions, expand the ecosystem, and that's what creates the value inside of what's happening there. And you can see the movement here just in a short period of time from the 15th through now, and not bad in terms of overall. So if you kind of back this out, though, this will start to show you how much of a move is potential here for Avalanche. So we actually did an exclusive here on this video, which was 2 days ago, and Avalanche was trading about that time at 9.29. This was when they had unverified tickers for Avalanche on HashKey, which is the only SEC approved exchange, the Hong Kong SEC approved exchange in Hong Kong. So that was another point of interest that would show an early move on what was happening with Avalanche. And obviously with the chart, you can kind of see why we've seen this 20% shift. And the question will be, does this continue on? And if you look at HashKey, Avalanche has already accelerated up to the number 6 spot, which is really the number 1 token there on HashKey. All right, so here's OKX, obviously another Asian exchange. This is where Avalanche had a little bit of a move and why we saw some activity trading there in Hong Kong. And also, we've seen so much of Avalanche's really popularity, I think, within the Asian markets. But you can kind of see here, this is already number 6, and it's right behind Solana, just right on the heels in terms of volume. So not bad for Avalanche. Make sure and follow the YouTube channel, because this is where we'll break down a lot of our playlists, and we actually have a playlist for Avalanche, and it goes through a lot of the reasons of why we think Avalanche is going to be successful here. You see their activity with Xbox. You see what they're doing with Citibank. You see what we're seeing in terms of adoption, gaming. You get the picture. There's a lot happening in this chain. So make sure and stick around for that. Last up is I want to hit on sentiment. When you go over to our MSI, which is basically just our market sentiment index, and we do the top 10, and these are all daily. So I'll flip down here to Avalanche. This is where Avalanche has started moving at around 925, and you can kind of see it was down at the under $10, and this is the movement right now. While we were seeing a little bit of sideways and downtrend in the regular markets overall, Avalanche, both on amplification, the red line, and top line sentiment, that purple line, moving up very aggressively. So this right here is exactly in line when we compare that to what's happening over on the charts itself, right here on the charts. Question is, was that 875 the bottom for Avalanche? I'm going to be watching this one really closely. If you're in our mastermind group, you probably get some of our trading signals on this one, because this is one we have been recommending that as a potential opportunity. And we're going to continue to look at this one because I think there's still a lot of upside here for where this is going to go. All right, if you guys are not in the Diamond Circle, make sure and jump in now. It's a free, it's a free service we offer, and it's where we do additional content that doesn't make it over here to YouTube. A couple of podcasts that we do over there, specifically Block Future, and also Kyle's Web3 show, which is the Diamond Circle podcast. We also do some trading analysis videos over there, again, that do not make it here on YouTube. So make sure and join. Just click the link down below. If you guys want to reach me out there on X, it's @Paul Barron. We'll catch you next time right here on TechPath.